Yo, welcome to the 317 Sports Project with Penn Pops. I am Penn.
I am Pops.
What in the hell is going on, y'all? It's your favorite sports and radio talk show. We are not a podcast. We wanted to make sure we drop that name. What's going on with you, Pops? It's, what is it, the 28th of December? Is that right? The December 27th? December 27th. As we promised y'all, we were hitting you with the back-to-back episodes 2 weeks in a row. We dropped episode 20 part 1 last week. We are shooting episode 20 part 2 right now as we speak. It drops this Thursday. How you feel about back-to-backs, bro?
I know that I wouldn't be able to do every week recording still. I'm still not there. That's how I feel about it.
No doubt. We promised we'd do it, so we're here. So many sporting events have popped off in the last week once again. I think we had 5 basketball games and 3 football games on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
That shit was dope. Check-ins. How the hell are you, dog? How was your holiday weekend? You was solo dolo, my nigga.
I was solo dolo.
That is, I'm not mad.
It was fine. I was productive some days. I was not productive others.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be when you're by yourself for a week.
And on the holiday. And during the holiday. I did
not a damn thing.
We didn't do nothing. We did Brittany's family on Friday. Saturday, we didn't do nothing. Sunday, I don't even know if we left the house. I think we watched Stomp the Yard and Selma.
Oh, did you guys end up watching Selma?
Oh, we 100% watched Selma for sure.
Did you do that?
Nah, I couldn't. But I feel you. If you know, you know. Shout outs Tej and all the fam. But Lindsay, big ups Linz. I knew she had it. I knew because she's got my stuff. Because she was like, I dropped Discovery Plus, but I got this, and that also has Showtime. So I hit her up, and she dug in the archives and found that Showtime for me. But yeah, man. And then yesterday, I drove to Indy, and I didn't really drive to Indy for the game. I actually drove to Indy to see the homies. So we'll give a shout out to some peoples in a little bit. I knew that we probably weren't gonna win that football game. We were starting Nick Foles.
I hope we wouldn't win that football. At this point, we have a top 5 pick. I hope we weren't winning that football game.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. So yeah, I went to Naptown just to kick it with some people. Stayed the night. Came back today. Cleaned some kicks, put some more stuff in here because this felt more empty than it normally does. Because I wish y'all would have seen this sheet like 3 hours ago.
We were 1 o'clock. I'm calling him from work. Like, what's our other segment we're gonna do? Oh, you know what? We didn't even fill this part in. Like, okay,
that right there is how we know that there's no way that we could do this shit every week quite yet. It's just
not quite yet.
We're not quite
until
there.
I have a job where I either work remote or I have my own business, and that's my income.
Yes, sir.
That it won't. When I'm working a 9 to 5,
yes, sir.
Sometimes on Saturdays, it ain't gonna work.
No doubt. Show summary, dog. What the hell we got on deck for tonight? Don't look at what that stuff is in there because we didn't even delete that. But
which one?
On the show summary, what's on deck is crazy. That stuff. Pacers were in 4th place. Jonathan Taylor was still healthy. The stuff that we didn't delete from last week.
Yeah, so I'll start at section 2. There you go. Around the world, we got some MODs. We got NBA updates.
Money on deck, bitch.
Got a couple MODs. Franco Harris passing. We'll talk about him.
Man.
Deion Sanders, college football playoffs, TC versus Michigan, OSU versus Georgia, Naptown news. We're going to obviously talk Colts and Pacers and then talk some other NBA stuff. We got some stuff.
I've never been more excited for an Indianapolis Colts season to be over in all of my days.
It's time.
I'm like...
It's time for us to move on.
So excited.
It's time for all of us to move on.
I'm so excited
I'm sick of people tweeting about it. Like, I'm sick of
the same stuff. Like, they're still having the same conversations.
Yeah. Now it's still... Let Ellinger go 2 more. Why not? I'm like, why are we even... Who cares at this point? Who do you care? Why are you caring who starts?
Why is this a conversation?
Yeah.
Shoutouts. First and foremost, Pops, and I mean this from the bottom of the heart, I want to give a shout out to you and I. Deadass. We are at episode 20, part 2 of this thing. We've been doing it basically on a bi-weekly basis for damn near a year now.
Yeah.
Damn near a year straight. I think that's mad dope. I think
bless the people that have the ability to. Now we do a little different when we give a show performance, which is why I think our production's a little different. So it's a little harder to like imagine recording like this on a weekly basis. People that can, but still props to the people that can do a podcast weekly and almost like do a podcast episode after each game. I don't know how y'all have the strength to do some of this stuff. It takes a lot of energy. That takes a lot of energy. So, like, you guys are setting the bar really, really nicely. Now, again, our view is just a little different on how we do our show now. As far as we saying that we're not a podcast, we're an actual show. We're a sports talk show. But yeah, when I see that you guys are killing it out there on doing episode after episode, I mean, good for you.
Does it make you jealous?
No. I've got not one. We are what we are. We have decided what we are, and people love who we are.
Period. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. There's times that I'd be like, do I want to? And I'm like, hell to the nizza.
Again, the only other thing that I say, and which we keep saying, and people have asked us, we'll do more of the just my opinion and what's popping with Pops. That's where we can have our extra stuff.
Yep.
Right now, we good. We good.
So yeah, man, we're still rocking almost a year later. I'm actually more excited about what's to come and how we continue to do this show. I love the Around the World addition to the show. I love the new name and the change from the, we're a podcast to blah, blah, blah to this show. So big ups to you, man. I'm having a great time. So thank you. And then there's some peoples that I saw last night. Like I said, when we go to Naptown, at this point for me in the season or during Pacers games, it's more to like check in with the homies and dap people up, get some content, get some pictures, let people know we appreciate them. So big ups to the homie Mike Cox and his daughter Emma. I got to meet her yesterday. She's a big fan. Actually, she gave me daps and was like, I love Monday Mayhem. And I was like, oh, I thought it was going to be about the podcast or about the sports talk show. And you hit me up talking about you love Monday Mayhem, girl. Bring it in, sis. Bring it in.
Nice.
So big ups to her. Big ups to the homie George, who always shows us love. JJ Indy, her husband Ryan, and my little homie Deck. You know what it is, Declan. I love you to death. He got the biggest smile and came and jumped in my arms when I saw him yesterday.
Oh, that's cool.
That's literally what it's all about.
Kids love you.
They really do.
Yeah.
They really, really do. Big up. They can tell my heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Kids can tell your heart. Big
like
ups.
Dogs.
Like
dogs
dogs.
Dogs know whether to like them or not.
Babies and puppies, they definitely know. That's real sad.
Yeah.
Big ups to Indy and Ryan's friends, Tyler and Julie. That's the second or third time I meet them. They were fantastic to us. Again, we were talking about gummies and shit. That shit was hilarious. Jay Chappie, her husband Chappie, it's always love. And Coach Caveman, dog.
Oh, that dude's so cool.
He saw me yesterday, stopped me, gave me a big old hug, told me that he appreciates what we're doing and he's proud of us and he really enjoys everything that we put out.
He's probably like my favorite person that I follow in the Colts family right now.
Yeah.
Because it has so much positivity.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him like, oh God, I needed to look at Colts Caveman.
No doubt.
Just now to just feel like, okay, let's be realistic and say what we are.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm a fan and it doesn't matter. I'll support no matter what.
Yeah.
God, that's just refreshing.
My ninja.
That's just so refreshing.
Yeah. So him and his wife, I don't know your wife's name, Coach Caveman, but big ups to both of you. You always show us love. And then all the homies in 431, man, in section 431, holding down the season tickets. Big up to the homie Nick, Aiden, and his dad Alex, who sits next to us.
To the right.
They sit to the right, and then Nick and his people sit to the left. And just big ups to everybody in 431. We got our tickets again. So we'll see y'all next season. Thank you for making this a family for Pops and I. We'll see y'all soon. Around the mother cuffing world, bro.
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do it.
Kick it off, dog.
All right, Corner Shot, NBA news. Christmas Day games. That was fun. I got up and I was like, I don't even have any commitments because I was by myself, which was beautiful. But I was like, I get to watch NBA all day.
Yeah, dog.
And it was so nice. So kicked it off with Philly versus the Knicks. Knew that was going to be a nice competitive game. Joel Embiid goes off in the Garden, which I fully expected.
Did you?
They don't have a big to handle him. Randall's just not that bulky. It's basically Miles Turner trying to stop one of the size of those guys, which I'll get into later.
Yep.
So he had 35 and 8 rebounds in the Garden, which I kind of saw. Philly 8 straight wins, flying under the radar right now. That's really great. Brooklyn on a hell of a street. Philly is overlooked right now. They're going to be one of those teams that kind of, hopefully, I feel like they're a pick of mine going into the playoffs.
Huh.
Last year we talked about that. Last season, as we was like, Philly is always one of those things. This is my team to watch out, and then they start to falter going right into the playoffs where they don't look good.
I don't think they're messing around.
I don't think Harden has really accepted this role as point guard, and he is not being selfish with the ball whatsoever.
I almost low key appreciate him a little bit.
Yeah, I don't, but yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I said a little bit, and I also said almost.
right. Knicks, really good this year, 18-16, 7-3 in the last 10 games. The length with their guards is hard to beat. That's one of the things I know that's always going to be tough with the Pacers. RJ Barrett is balling.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know that
third year.
I don't know. Yes, because Zion's third. Because him and Zion came out together. Right?
Word up.
Is it Zion's third or fourth? Third. So it's third year.
Big ups to Britt coming out here and taking pictures without me having to ask her, because that'd be making me nervous, and I hate asking her to do this. So
what's up, girl?
Big ups. Come here for a second, baby.
Hey.
Bring your cute little ass over here. Come say hi to the people.
What's up?
They all love you.
Hi.
Yeah. This is our photographer / videographer / giggles of personality. We love you.
My Leo partner.
And everything that you do. Big ups to the mommy girl. Okay. Thank you. We appreciate you. Holla back, girl. Holla back, girl. It's going to be the most viewed episode ever.
Right, just because of that.
Because of that giggle right there.
Yeah. Snort one time for me.
Snort. Can we get it?
RJ Barrett, he's tough. I don't know that he gets talked about as much as he should.
Oh, it's coming.
It's coming. But I feel
coming.
like I hear his name during games and how great he's progressed over the first 3 seasons, but I don't hear his name pop up on Sports Center or ESPN too often. And it's probably because the Knicks are right now. They're not quite back to what they were back in the 90s or anything like that. I think it's Knicks are tough.
Is RJ a 2? Or is he a 3?
He's a yes,
right?
Because they were using him before Brunson getting there. He was bringing up the ball. He was a point guard almost. Yeah. He's a point forward. I don't want to say LeBron.
Don't do that.
I don't mean to say they're comparing. He does that. He does that task. He brings up the ball.
He's a tall, forward-esque player who dribbles the ball up the court for his team
LeBron,
and starts the offense.
That's it. That's the comparison. But Brunson's having a good year. I wondered what that was going to look like.
Yeah, so there was his daddy.
Yeah, I wondered what that would look like. But basically what they did was not Jalen Rose. Derrick Rose is coming off the bench. Don't be surprised if Derrick gets traded before the trade deadline, because that was the one thing. Rose was starting last year, doing a lot of the minutes, and they just basically Bronson's balling. So that's all good. All lefties, all balling, really tough to guard, and of course it's a Coach Tibbs team. They always are going to play hard. We know that.
It feels very Chicago-esque back in the day.
Oh, for sure. I was just about to tell you the door was open. Right. I saw it open a crack. I was going to tell you to grab it.
Either it's a ghost or it's the wind.
Yeah,
Lakers,
one,
Lakers, Mavs, man. Lakers, Mavs.
Yeah.
LeBron has 38 and they still lose. That's the headline.
Lakers. Oh man. I was talking about this with
we ain't gonna sit here and talk about this all day.
No, this is going to go quick. I was talking about this because they get talked about too much, to be honest with you, with how bad they are.
Exactly.
Don't be surprised if AD or LeBron get out of there soon.
It's time to go.
Just
my opinion, the season is over, and they were starting to get hot, but it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Boston, Milwaukee. Boston kind of gave them the business, bro. That was a mother cuffing statement right there.
Tatum.
Johnny Tatum ain't playing. Johnny Tatum gave him 40. Well, they both combined for 70 points.
Right.
And anytime they've done that, they are 7-0 undefeated when they do that. So Johnny gave him 41, and Brown gave him 29, and that 29 seems quiet. But that fourth quarter,
you literally read my mind. Go ahead.
He took over.
I was about to ask you, make sure it's all recording.
He took over. Y'all are so stupid. You guys want to sit down, Birdie? You guys want to bond? You want to come and chill? Just kidding. Boop. But yeah, he crushed that fourth quarter. He completely took it over, came over there and balled out.
Yeah.
And I have a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
Is Johnny Tatum and Jaylen Brown the best duo in the NBA?
Oh, okay. Currently, I thought you were going to say ever.
Shut up.
I was like, okay.
We're
stop
ridiculous.
it. Yeah.
You got what? Kyrie, KD. You got PG, Kawhi. You got CP3 and D Booker. You got
Well, let's say that Boston has learned how to play a role-less squad, right? Positionless squad is more what I meant to say.
Very well said.
Positionless squad where they're all for each other.
Yep.
There's not really like a point guard or this or this. They if Tottenham's hot, he's getting the ball.
They gave Jaylen Brown the ball like 7 straight times down the court. We're just like,
it was his turn.
Go
right?
eat. Just
go eat.
Go
I
eat.
need you to get in this game.
Eating, bro.
And eating. So like they're so unselfish with passing it back and forth. And I think that was the biggest thing on Don't Be Surprised if they break that up. That was a fear, I almost think, that we were projecting onto the team more so than will they figure out how to play together.
Amen.
They have figured out how to play together. The only thing that'll ever come between that is will their contracts ever stop them from playing with each other?
They're like 25 years old.
Oh, they're so young.
They are so freaking young. Memphis and the Warriors. This game kind of shocked me, and then I actually thought about it, and it didn't because Golden State's nice at home. Memphis is not great on the road. It was their first Christmas Day game. Yeah. All of those things, but on paper, this was a 15-point blowout, and Golden State was sick of getting their asses kicked on the. They got blown out on the road. They was like, fuck that.
I love this. Basically, I don't even know if Memphis is making trying to make it a rivalry between Golden State, or more so it's Memphis versus Klay Thompson, because I feel like Klay is the one that's so like stop calling it a rivalry.
He's really mad about it.
He's so mad about it because like
it's not like the fact that they want to be a dynasty,
right? Like you guys haven't won yet.
Yeah,
like,
he's right.
Slow down, win a couple, then we can talk about it.
He's right.
Klay went off. He looked great as I think he ended up with 23, something like that. Poole had 32. Those two are enough to kind of keep them afloat while Steph is nursing the shoulder injury that happened during the Pacers.
What do you think of Jordan?
I don't know. I want to like him because he's from Michigan, so I kind of give the. Like, oh, yeah, I like him. I don't know. There's something about him that rubs me the wrong way.
Okay.
And I haven't figured out what it is.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Phoenix and the Nuggets. Joker, 41 points, 15 rebounds, and 15
he's another one
assists.
That I'm sick of. Like,
41 points, 15 rebounds, and 15 assists, dog. How in the hell is Joker out here doing this? Is he gonna get the triple? Is he going to triple crown these hoes with the MVPs?
The one thing that I've learned in NFL and NBA, they get sick of you being good, and then they won't give you your just dues if it's too many times in a row.
No doubt.
You almost get downplayed. Like at one point, I think Russell could have kept winning. Westbrook could have kept winning some awards with how many triple doubles he's been getting, all that kind of stuff. LeBron obviously can be an MVP almost every year. It's like if you're so good, you're like, all right, let's do somebody else that's looking better than they were. Give them the MVP because you're just going to keep doing what you're doing.
For sure.
So I also hope not, because I don't I don't dislike his game. Joker doesn't
like that.
He's not like that's an MVP. I don't know. He bothers me.
Trade rumors, bro.
Trade rumors. So honestly, besides what we've kind of gone over,
there's really not a lot.
Not a lot going on right now. The biggest ones, and I'll go. These are going to be the Christmas Day ones that I was pulling up. There wasn't a lot of Pacers rumbling right now because they look like they're going to be a team that might possibly stay together. I think they've already opened up discussions with Miles Turner being re-signed. So I'm
not mad at that.
I don't know that trade, that Buddy Hield, and that, at least not that, Miles Turner looks like he's going to stop.
Shut that shit down, baby. It's like, this squad is nice.
But the one that I saw that involved the Pacers was actually with the New York Knicks because they were playing, and it was O'Shea Brissett, a 2023 second-round pick for Cam Reddish because he's out of the rotation. I don't think that we need a Cam Reddish.
Why would we? No.
We already have almost too many wings right now because what are they going to do with Neesmith because he's looking at what are they going to do with Duarte, Mather, and we have so many good wings that I feel like he'll also come here and be lost in the thing. Because at least O'Shea can play a serviceable 4, a stretch 4, and get some rebounds and play a little defense where Cam's not doing that.
Cam would be nice at OKC.
For sure. Yeah. And again, he's only 3 years in because he came out.
That's exactly why I say that.
And his ceiling's very high. And I think that's what they're looking at. Ceiling compared to Brissett is a lot higher. He just hasn't had the right coach to give him a chance. And I still don't think that would happen here in Indy.
Yeah, man.
Next one, Philadelphia 76ers. That would be Indiana 2023 second round pick for San Antonio for, I don't even know who this is, Furkan Korkmaz. I'm not going to even go into that one. Let me see.
Isaiah Thomas and Carmelo Anthony ain't getting no minutes in the NBA right now.
But who got is this? Furkan Korkmaz.
I'm just going to leave that there. So I'm just going to leave that
This
there.
one says Dallas takes a flyer on ball handling help. Dallas, R.J. Hampton, good ball handler. Yeah. And then Frank Ntilikina? I don't forget how to say his last name. With the 2025. That's almost a win-win to me because Frank, he never really became what we thought he would come in as the French guy coming in. All right, Lakers finally actually trade their picks. Let's look at this one. This is one I was kind of interested in. Lakers receive, so this is going to be Toronto in the Lakers. Chris Boucher.
Sure.
Gary Trent Jr., Fred Van Fleet, 4. And then Toronto would receive Max Christie, Juan Toscano Anderson, Russell Westbrook.
Who can actually ball.
So it'd basically be Westbrook goes to Toronto. And then obviously the picks that we've all been kind of looking at. Westbrook in Toronto. You go do you and probably go get forgotten at the end of your career.
100%.
That's about it.
100%.
Boston gets a spare big man. Jackson Hayes from the Pelicans. They basically just get a pick and return. This is how light trade rumors are right now.
I'm like bored.
Right? Jay Crowder. This one is interesting. Milwaukee and Phoenix. Jay Crowder going to Milwaukee because he has not been playing because they've been waiting to find a trade partner for him.
Yep.
Phoenix receives Eric Gordon and KJ Martin. Wiseman getting traded from Golden State. Basically, Bulls, Golden State. Golden State gets Alex Caruso, Andre Drummond, Javonte Green. Bulls get Moses Moody, James Wiseman, 2027 second-round pick. Wiseman, he has a lot of developing to do.
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah.
Potential's
there. Potential's so high.
Potential's definitely there. Ceiling is high.
This is interesting. Let me see what you think about this one. Kyle Kuzma, so Memphis and Washington. Memphis gets Kyle Kuzma. Washington gets Danny Green, David Roddy, or Jake LaRavia, who basically just cap fillers, in a 2023
Do that right
first-round
now.
pick.
Do that right now.
Memphis.
I thought you were going to give up like Bane or somebody. Oh no, do that right now.
Memphis with Kyle Kuzma
right now. Now.
That one was actually really quick. Stuff like Denver, Javonte Green to Zeke Nnaji with Bulls. Who cares? Not a lot going on.
No.
There's really not a lot of rumors going on.
That was really boring.
It was very, very boring to even find. I had to dig for those.
Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, I appreciate you doing that for the segment's sake, but that was really boring.
Not a lot, which is why I didn't even write it in here. I was like, I'll just go to the website.
That makes complete sense now.
Yeah,
that was bad.
Literally, Pacers have nothing going on right now as far as trade rumors because of how great they started. And again, this is still a really great start for what they are. So
thank you.
Let me reiterate that when people are like, really, they're only one game above 500, 2 games above 500. This is a really great
38 and 42, people.
Yeah, this is a really great start.
38 and 44.
What we should have been.
44.
So that's really it on that front.
Well, the East and West are actually equally competitive. And I think that is pretty dope because usually it's very West heavy, but the East and West are actually equally competitive, and that excites me. I think you got Dallas as the number 8 seed over there at 18 and 16 right now, and the Pacers I think are the number 8 seed.
You don't have Dallas, you have Luka.
Fair. You got it. Hey, you say that, but like I saw them fools, man. Like they come and they double Luka.
They can shoot some damn threes.
They can shoot that rock, bro. They can shoot that rock. Kyle Kuzma will look good over there too, by the way.
Yeah, he would.
But don't nobody want to play the 8 seed Mavs or the 8 seed Pacers, and that's really who you have at the 8 seeds right
Absolutely.
now. You know what I mean? That's wild. That was a long ass. Sorry about that corner shot. I had a lot going on. Wing, man.
Franco Harris passing away.
That's wild. I'm gonna look up this Pacers stuff. Will you go ahead and talk about that for a second?
What Pacers stuff?
The score, fool.
Oh, I already have it pulled up for the Pelicans.
Are they playing like right now?
Oh, right now. Yeah.
They're playing like right now.
Yeah. What do we got?
I don't know. Talk about Franco Harris.
Okay, Franco Harris passing away. Suddenly passing away. It wasn't like, hey, he's been sick for a while. Very sudden passing away. I don't even think they announced exactly what it is yet.
They haven't done it.
Yeah, because I went looking for it.
Yeah,
I don't know that they will.
I don't know that they will.
Drafted 13th overall in the 1972 draft by the Steelers. Of course, he's, steel curtain time frame.
100%.
Death was sudden. I mean, sudden like he was about to be in town to do a interview on the Immaculate Catch. Like, he was literally about to be...
He called it the Immaculate Catch because he doesn't know if it's the conception or the reception, so we called it the
catch. That's literally why I called it that. I couldn't remember what it was called. You get catch.
Don't think I don't know.
Absolutely. I literally wrote it and I was like...
Don't think I don't know.
I'm just going to write catch because it takes care of the same thing.
The Immaculate Catch.
Yeah. Sounds like a Disney movie. Or a Hallmark movie.
Very whimsical.
The Immaculate
Catch.
What is it? Reception?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Catch. Same thing.
Same thing. 100%.
Let's see. We'll talk about Frank. First season with the first season named NFL Rookie of the Year and NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year with over 1,000 yards, rushing for 10 touchdowns, and I think 1 receiving touchdown. I didn't put that in. 9 consecutive Pro Bowls, All-Pro in 1979, the 4 Super Bowls, 74, 75, 78, 79, over 12,000 total rushing yards. Beast.
And it took this long to induct him into the ring, the Hall of Fame, Ring of Honor thing there.
Yeah.
I just want to say that out loud.
Beast.
Make sure you give people their flowers.
If you haven't watched videos of Franco Harris,
it's crazy. For sure.
Yeah, it's so good. That's really all I got on that one. RIP. R.I.P.
RIP. Top of the key, man. Deion Dips headed to Colorado. I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible, but it's kind of a lot to cover. So let's just knock it all out. Him, his son, Travis Hunter, they're all out. They're leaving HBCU for Division I program, Colorado. I'm actually kind of a low-key fan of them now. They were getting that dope-ass tour. His salary has the biggest salary ever in the history of Colorado. They also gave him $5 million for the rest of his staff to hire them. And look at that and look at Jackson State's $2 million overall budget, and it's a very, very easy answer.
Yeah.
And then I had to drop the backlash because there's been a bunch of African Americans in our culture talking about that he's kind of a sellout for leaving Jackson State, which kind of pisses me off. They expected him to be like Eddie Robinson from Grambling and stay there for 11 to 8 years, and y'all know good and damn well that that's not who Deion is. And my question is this. Lincoln Riley, right? Lincoln Riley's over there at Oklahoma. He decides to dip out and go to USC, takes Caleb Williams. No one says a single freaking thing.
Nope.
Deion takes Jackson State to the championship, went undefeated, 27-5 there. He's done everything that he can for that program, brought them a whole bunch of sponsorship dollars, more attention than ever in the history of ever, and everybody's up in arms. Why is that? Is it because he's Deion or is it because he's black?
Yes. Yes.
That's very well said. And yes, he left that to go to a 1-11 program, and people are pissed off that he left to go build a program. And I actually say if he left to go to somewhere bigger, they'd even be more mad.
Oh, absolutely.
If he went and took over a 9-3 program, they'd even be more mad. It was a no win for him.
To me, because that if he's gonna go be in Division I and like be with a bigger college football program, that is almost how you have to do it. Like, go try to win another one, and then you go to one of the bigger ones if that's the thing.
Yep.
There would be so much backlash on taking someone's job that was 9-3.
Thank you.
Like, well, then why did he won 9 games? Why is Deion, who's only been at Jackson State?
Thank you.
Like, why would he taking over a 1-11? I think that is how you
climb.
That's how you climb.
Thank you, Pops.
You try to see. We want to see how you do with a bottom of the barrel team.
Thank you, Pops.
Colorado has not been successful since the late 90s.
Thank you, Pops.
So,
Why'd he leave? He didn't have the resources to keep up with the big dogs. The facilities were horrible, the equipment and weight room, not to mention they were stealing shit from his locker room during games.
They did do that. That might have been actually what was like, I gotta get out of here.
Stole his jewelry, cuz. This nigga's out here
He said, luckily I wore my chains.
tuck mine in.
Yeah.
But his job was done. 27-5 as a head coach, back-to-back SAC Southwestern Athletic Conference champions, and he generated over $185 million in advertising value for
Jack, say thank you.
Say thank you.
Because you guys are going to still keep being successful.
He put the defensive coordinator in position. Like,
yeah.
They ain't going nowhere.
You guys are fine.
Deion's going to come check in. And also, black people, I love y'all, but chill out.
Yeah.
Leave this homie alone.
Yeah, he's fine. Did you watch any of the videos of him and Shannon Sharp doing their interviews back and forth?
No.
Funny as shit.
Gospel.
You need to go watch replays of that.
Like them talking to each other?
It's Shannon interviewing him about taking over the Colorado job.
Just being all the way 100.
All the way
100.
All the way black. And Shannon's, because after Deion's surgeries that he's had on his foot, because I don't know if people know that he's had 2 of his toes amputated in this, and he's in pain all day, every day.
All day.
Shannon starts making fun of him. He's like, oh, so you can't wear sandals no more. No flip-flops for you, huh? While he's getting his foot rubbed, it's one of the funniest things in the world.
Just like 2 homies just clowning, but in front of everybody.
So funny. Highly recommend. If anyone hasn't watched those clips, please do it.
We're proud of you. Can't wait to see what you do, Deion.
And I love it. My in-laws live in Colorado, so I'll be keeping up. So
preach that good gospel. Wing, baby.
College football playoff.
This is a good call on your part, by the way. This is
we forgot this was even happening this weekend, right?
It's been a month.
It's been a month. We got some big games solely because both of our teams are in the college football playoffs. We got TCU and Michigan Fiesta Bowl. We got OSU Georgia Peach Bowl. 4 p.m. for the Michigan game. 8 p.m. for OSU game.
Freaking crazy.
New Year's Eve. That's my New Year's Eve. I don't care about the ball dropping. I don't care. 2023, my team's in the college football playoff, and actually both of us have a chance to go to the national championship. I think both have a really good chance.
I just can't even. I can't even. You're absolutely right, but
you don't even want to say it. Yeah,
I can't.
There could be a rematch. Could be a rematch in the national championship, which there'll be all kinds of bets between us if there's a national championship game.
Shit.
So. Michigan at minus 7.5. I still kind of forget what that all means.
You don't know what minus 7.5 means? Yes, you do.
What does that mean?
They're supposed to win by a touchdown, 0.5.
7.5?
A ninja.
I overthought that.
So if they tie so basically they have to win by 8 in order for you to win. Or it's a push if it, you know what I mean? Because they can't push.
I overthought that.
Right?
Overthought it.
That's not like the plus 1500s and shit. That's way different.
Georgia, were you surprised that it was only 6.5 spread on?
I think there's days left. I think it'll change.
Yeah, you think it'll change?
I think by the end
I think the Michigan one might change too.
100%. By the end of it, there won't be no points.
TCU ain't no punks.
No.
So, they score points.
No.
So to have Michigan has to do what they did against OSU still with TCU. They have to score. J.J. McCarthy has to be able to pass the ball like again against OSU. They're not going to we're going to just milk the clock and just run the ball.
17, 20 points ain't going to do it.
No, you got to be able to put some points on the board because we still don't. Corum had that season-ending surgery. He's out.
He's done, huh?
Yeah.
I was going to ask you that.
Corum's out for the year.
Wow.
So this is one of those, we don't have the running. I mean, you still have Edwards.
Yep.
Yeah, you still have Edwards, who's nice. I mean,
nice.
that 1-2 punch was great all year, but now you just have Edwards. That's going to be a tough game. That's not just an easy win. Now, the downside is I think either one, OSU or Georgia, could really handle TCU. So we'll see. That's coming up. You got Stetson Bennett versus C.J. Stroud. What you think?
This is OSU versus Georgia.
OSU, yep.
Stetson Bennett versus C.J. Stroud. I mean, Pops, we've been talking about this. We've been talking about this for a minute. Stetson Bennett is his battle tested. He's got the ring.
You wanted me to fill in the TCU Michigan stuff.
No, I mean either you're gonna fill it in or freestyle. I wasn't filling it in. You know what I'm saying? That's your squad. You know what I'm saying?
I freestyle.
I wasn't filling that in. Stetson Bennett, he's game ready. He's a big gamer. He's done this. C.J. Stroud. This is his chance. This is that game.
If you want to put yourself on the map,
for him and Ryan Day.
Right? You guys have to come in. This is it.
This is it. This is Kirby and Stetson Bennett.
In a year that you lost to Michigan again, back to back.
Again,
you have to come out and show this game.
You This can't be.
Don't go get blown out.
This cannot be 44-17. Like,
no.
It cannot be.
No.
This has to be like important down to the last minute.
This is an audition for future with the college football committee, right? College football playoff committee. Like,
no doubt.
They put you in for a reason.
No doubt.
You can't go out there and be like, oh shit, they got blasted. So then next year when they're like, oh, you're right on the edge of making it again if you are.
You know how many times Ohio State has gotten on the edge of making it and went in there and got flabberblasted?
Right.
This is not new, dog.
Right.
This is not new.
This is it.
This is why people hate Ohio State.
Yeah.
Like, y'all keep getting in there and fuzzing it up, and you're not wrong. So I really don't know what to expect, man. I'm just going to have some cocktails and roll up J's and watch football. That's all. That's it. I'm cheering for the Big Ten. That's it. I'm a Big Ten fan on Saturday. From the corner, man, PJ Tucker, Naptown News, Colts. Summarize it. I'm just going to summarize the Colts season.
You don't have to.
4 wins, 3 starting quarterbacks, 2 head coaches, 1 tie, and a partridge in a pear tree.
I think that's really good about what we would say with the Colts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right?
What was the energy like in the stadium?
It was packed in there. It was one of those things that the energy was dope, but the Colts weren't doing anything. So like,
it was almost just everybody was happy to see each other more so than to either team.
Bro, I walked around for 2 hours.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I really
let me go say hi to people.
That's how I got all them shoutouts. That's why I was talking about. I went and kicked it.
Yeah, let me go see some people.
I'm not here for that no more.
Yeah.
I'm here to kick it.
Look,
Pacers though.
I'll say this real quick. We knew when you start Foles, you were gonna like, hey, you guys have accepted that this is the end of the season. You guys have a top 5 pick. Keep it that way. We play the Giants.
Do we really have a top 5 pick?
We have a top 5 pick right now. We're the 5th pick in the pick right now.
Wow.
If Arizona beats Atlanta this week, we go to 4.
No shit.
Yeah, we have a top 5 pick right now. Lose out.
Right. Forfeit even.
Right. As a GM, a top 5 pick is so good because you have ammunition to trade back to 10 and then get more picks. Like you have it. Now, look, top 5 pick, if you have a quarterback available that you want, go get it. So we'll talk. I'll have a whole episode on that.
Ooh, for real. You heard him say it. Can't wait.
We're coming up on another draft type
bro, you know that's
episode.
Still our
I've
most.
already started doing. I've done PFF trade things. I've already been practicing draft picks. I've done it all.
Nerdy pops. Can't wait, bitches. Talk about your Pacers, man.
Pacers. 3 away games since last episode. Boston, great game. Went into Boston.
That's crazy.
Won. Halliburton with 33 points, 8 assists. Duarte getting his legs back, scored 14.
That's crazy.
Nesmith scored 15 coming back home to Boston where he was the first 2 seasons.
I love this point right here.
Mathurin, 7 points and looked lost.
He hates when y'all start him. He hates it.
And he didn't start this game. He started the next game. Nesmith started for this one. But again, he's having that rookie wall start to hit.
30 games in, baby.
People have started to figure out how you play and to stop you. But also on the court, you're not as assertive as you were because probably coach has tried to say Halliburton's hot. You need to let him be the person to control the points right now.
Facts.
Nesmith, we got to let him develop because if he's going to be coming off the bench later or starting, we need him confident enough to start. This is all getting prepared for the playoffs to make sure people have confidence going into the playoffs. So Mathurin is the one that, and then you have Duarte coming back from injury going, we need him to start playing well, get him the ball a little bit more so he starts to build his confidence again and being that bench scorer.
Talk your shit.
So this is one of those things where Mathurin's a little bit out of the offensive rotation as far as scoring.
This is also the most basketball games he's ever played in his life.
Yes.
He's used to being done around 30.
Yes.
Just being honest.
Yeah, Tatum had a great game
35.
as well. Yeah, it was a back and forth. They were able to hold it out. They won 117 to 113, something like that. Then
to go 2-1 on this trip is crazy,
huge.
Dog.
You go into Miami, which is always tough for us, right? So Halliburton, 43 points, 7 assists, and hit the game winner.
Who had 10 3-pointers? He had the most 3-pointers in the history of the Indiana Pacers.
Correct.
And I don't know if you guys know, but we had Reggie Miller. I just want to talk about that for a second.
Yes. Hield also had 21 points and hit 7 3-pointers, so they were lighting it up.
These fools.
Yeah. Mathurin started. He had 6 points.
Womp, womp. Make sure you hit that button. Womp, womp, womp.
Nope. That's not it. That's not it. And I can't even stop it. We gotta let it go. Hold on.
Give me a high five.
That wasn't it. Hold on. Here you go. And I'll do this for myself. Look at my face.
That was phenomenal.
My bad. Pelicans. So
they got that ass.
They Pelicans, and this is without Zion.
They're so good.
They're so lengthy. Lanky.
I don't know. D, all the above. Both can be true.
Lengthy sounds weird to me.
Lengthy sounds a little
palsy
for for sure.
He's real lengthy. Like I don't like. Yeah, I'll say lanky.
Nigga tall.
Yeah, I meant tall. Lost by 20, 113-93. Tough game. They never were in the offensive of the game besides the halfway through the first quarter. Really, by the first quarter, Pelicans went on a run by 15-3 and never let control of the lead again after that. It was a tough game. Scoring really low. Hield only had 12. Halliburton only had 12. Turner had 14. Neesmith had 10.
You're gonna have those, man.
Mathurin
you're gonna have these games,
had 15, but it was because he got to have the bench minutes because we took people out.
No doubt. You're
but he still went 4 of 11. Mathurin's in a shooting slump right now, which is what the biggest issue is. He's in a really bad shooting slump, especially from 3.
No one's mad.
You
know that they were projected to win 22 games this year.
Right. We're okay. Guys, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, when you play, love having Turner in there, Valanciunas is a problem for him because he's that tall, really big, big guy.
Steven Adams 2.0.
Exactly.
Like, more athletic.
So rebounding was an issue. I think, what did Miles have? He only had... he had 8 rebounds, but Valanciunas had 12.
You should be a 2 rebound. When you're 7 feet tall, you should accidentally get 2 rebounds a quarter.
Correct.
Let's just get out of
Correct.
here with that.
So rebounds was an issue. We got out-rebounded 54-36.
Thank you.
So that's a loss, period.
18 rebound difference?
Yeah, that's a loss, period.
Fuck out of here. And then them Bulldogs, dog. Butler's over there, 8-5. Last 2 games ended in losses. You said that UConn ranked 3rd. That's true. Their center is leading Butler in points at 16 points a game. Is that what that is? 16 points a game, 3 rebounds?
He led that game.
Oh, he led that game.
This is game stats.
Right on. So Bates, the center, busted for 16, 3 rebounds. UConn's forward, Sanogo, led all players with 27 and 14 boards. That's a good-ass game.
Mm-hmm.
UConn held Butler to 46 points. That's not...
Yeah, it was 68-46, something like that. Damn. It was a big blowout.
People are still getting 50 points in college basketball games?
Right, and even right?
Right. I don't even know what to say to that.
So the one thing that I've noticed in 2 of these games, and I went through a couple box scores with that one, even with their center, and I didn't look up to see his size. Though these 2 games, the center Bates had he only had 3 rebounds here. You're the center. The forward, Sanogo, had 14. I don't know the size difference. I don't know how big you are as the 5. I need to go look at that. But then at Creighton, same thing.
We'll look during the break.
We'll look during the break.
I really want to know.
Creighton, the game.
It's Creighton.
Creighton, thank you.
It's okay.
Craters.
The Creighton Craters.
Boom. The Craters. If anyone wants to get with me on the advertising on that, I got sounds for it and everything.
No doubt.
Same thing. Rebounding, out-rebounded 37-19.
Jesus, Lord
that's an issue. So those have been the last 2 games.
Yo, Greg, what you doing with Gio? Greg Oden, you got to holler at these cats. That's right?
Bad.
Is the head coach.
Right, and then Greg's player operation.
I don't know. That's a big ass dude who plays center. You better choose somebody to box out. That's all.
At least come down and talk to him. I know you ain't got no knees, but you can at least be like, "Here's what I did when I had knees."
No doubt, for sure. Yeah. Is that it? Is that everything?
That's it.
All right. Butler's 8-5 right now.
8-5.
Not bad. It's a tough ass conference. They're in the Big East. That's a tough ass conference.
Tough ass.
Good luck. We'll be right back, man. We'll be right back. That was a good ass around the world segment.
Yeah.
We're having a lot of fun with y'all. We'll be right back after these messages with the 317 Sports Project, baby. Me.
The right sound.
Oh, get it.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Jip, jip. Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project with Penn Pops, brought to you by Clean Kicks, Columbus, Ohio's #1 premium sneaker treatment, shoe cleaning service. We over here cleaning kicks, painting kicks, ISO restoration, and a bunch of other services. You can send us your shoes by mail. You can drop them off. All types of fun stuff. Premium sneaker treatment for premium sneaker heads. Do yourselves a favor. Go on over to Instagram and give us a follow at cleankicks.614. What we talking about? We're gonna tell them. Oh, Pacers score. What they know? What's they doing?
The best part of we got 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. 57-48. Pacers are up on the almost at the Falcons. The Hawks. Take a peek at the scoring real quick. Buddy Hield is leading right now. 13 points, 5 for 9 shooting, 3 for 4 from 3.
All right.
Halliburton looks like he's kind of taking a back seat in the first half. He's only got 4 points on 2 for 4, so he's looking to get other people involved.
No doubt.
And I can tell you why. Mathurin looks like he's coming out of a slump. He's got 12 points in the first half, 4 for 5 shooting, but here's what he had stopped doing. 4 for 4 from the free throw line. That was what his bread and butter was in the beginning of the season. He was not. He was settling for jump shots.
Yeah.
How you get the jump shot going? Go get some contact, get to the free throw line, see your ball go in the net. Guarantee you're going to start hitting some shots.
Preach that good gospel, Pops.
Yeah. Oh, well, Halliburton just hit a 3 to go into it, so he's at 7 points now. So there you go. I almost said Matt Turner. 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 for 6, 1 for 2 from free throw. You're good.
Where's Isaiah Jackson? He all right? He's not hurt or nothing, right?
No, he was, because they've switched stilts. They call him stilts. Jalen Smith to coming off the bench and being Miles'
fair,
big man coming off. Because Neesmith has been starting in that 4 basically.
Yeah, they went small ball.
They went small ball, and that kind of pushed Isaiah Jackson to be, the 7th person off the bench instead of 6th man, 7th man.
Got you. Ready for the next segment?
Let's go.
Here we go. We are moving on. Y'all know I like to keep it a little fun and different out there. So we're going to talk about who is the best junior in the NBA. We've been around watching basketball for a long time, so we've seen a lot of these fools' daddies come down the line, and now we got their kids coming in here named after them. So we're gonna go through 5 or 6 names, and these are juniors. These are not like Dale Curry and Steph Curry. These are like literal same name, flat out the best. Who are the best juniors in the league? You got Gary Payton. The second junior over there at the Portland Trailblazers. He helped Golden State get that ring last year for damn sure.
Yeah, he can absolutely hoop. I think it was actually a big mistake.
Huge loss.
That the Warriors didn't re-sign him. Mm-hmm. He was their defensive identity. In that second unit, so
he was also like their attitude when it came to their guards, because he doesn't mind punching on you. He doesn't mind being,
it's Gary Payton Jr.
Gary Payton Jr. But he's Gary Payton with mad hops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
So I really like Gary Payton. I thought he had a tough go when he first came to the league, and I think he went either second round or undrafted. Went into the G League, made a name for himself, found a home in Golden State, and now is like looked at like you're a rotational asset to a team. So I'm happy that he's on Portland, which I think they need that type of thing over in Portland.
Yeah, he's averaging what's he got? Averaging like 7.5 points.
7 points.
In very few minutes.
17 minutes, 7 points and 3.5 assists. That's really good in 17 minutes.
Right?
Really, really good in 17 minutes.
Then you got Gary Trent Jr. We were talking about him in some trade talk a little bit ago. And actually, his daddy, Gary Trent's a good homie of mine. Big shouts to you, GT. Your son is doing it.
Of course he is.
Right? That's the homie. He's from Ohio. Get out of here. Toronto Raptors.
Everyone from Ohio, Brian knows. Sorry, not government named.
I got mad homies in Ohio. It's just what I do. So Gary Trent Jr. is averaging 16.5, 2 rebounds, 1.4 assists in 31 minutes of play. Mm-hmm. I fuck with him.
Oh, absolutely.
GT Jr. can super hoop.
And would like to see him go to a little bit of a bigger market team and see what he can do.
Yes, he deserves that.
He deserves that for sure.
He deserves that. Kenyon Martin Jr., Houston Rockets, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 1.5 assists in 24 minutes per game. He's balling too.
He's balling, and he has his dad's attitude underneath the basket.
Hunting.
He's hunting. He's like putting knee in your face, and he's getting some texts and that. He plays like his dad.
He really does, but he actually has more fundamentals because Kenyon didn't do nothing but dunk on people and punch people. Like literally dunk on people and punch people. Tim Hardaway Jr. 13.5 points, 3 rebounds, 1.7 assists, and basically 27 minutes per game over there in Dallas. He's
Old Faithful at this point, right?
Bro.
I mean, he's now 30? Yeah, he's been in the league almost longer than you would think at this point in his career. He's been a go-to guy. Was it he at Atlanta? Yes.
He was in Atlanta before he was in Dallas.
Yes.
Facts.
So Atlanta, and he lit it up there in Atlanta, then went to Dallas, and he had some up and down seasons, but playing off Luka and he has more open shots because of how many double teams Luka gets. And it doesn't matter if you double team Luka anyway; he'll still score on you. But
he's preaching.
But Tim Hardaway Jr. with 13.5 points, 3 rebounds, 1.7 assists. That's been pretty consistent with the twilight of his career. He'll still play a few more seasons, but again, he's 30.
Back in the day, he was getting his Jamal Crawford on.
Absolutely,
like, he was giving you buckets.
He destroyed the Pacers
buckets.
In Atlanta every single time.
Like buckets.
Yeah, and still does.
No doubt. Did we talk about J. Jack yet?
No.
Okay. Jaren Jackson Jr.
Tough.
Memphis Grizzlies, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists in 25 minutes a game, dog. He's missing 23 minutes of the game and putting these numbers up and can super go get it.
Yeah.
He can hoop.
Had some injuries, but's come back. He's tough.
Jabari Smith Jr., Houston Rockets. They love them some juniors over there in Houston.
Rookie, right?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, so he was. He was rumored to be the first pick of the draft for a long time.
He went third.
Yeah, ended up going third to the Rockets.
Yeah.
And had some injuries. Was off the court there for a little while, but dude can score.
And we'll get who's their coach over there?
Houston. I can't even remember.
Who's the Houston Rockets coach?
Silas.
Oh, is that the son of the daddy Silas? Is that Paul Silas' son?
Looks like him.
He is the son of Paul Silas. Wow, yeah. I'm sure he's got the lineage.
Yeah.
So in just your opinion, who's the best? Who's the best junior?
And then we said Scottie Pippen. He's not doing much right now.
Can't even do it.
Okay.
Can't even do it. Sorry. And it was, by the way, it's Marcus Jordan, not Michael Jordan.
I know.
Jr.
We said,
It's Marcus
I knew it was
Jordan.
the other one, but it just sounds better when you say Michael Jordan Jr.
Michael Jordan Jr. is fucking your mama.
Yeah.
That is still hilarious.
I'm rolling with, probably Gary Trent Jr. with what he's doing right now, but Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson.
Right, he's younger and
yeah. That's like my close second. Jaren Jackson is so fundamentally good with still a high ceiling. I think he can even get better.
I have to also say, if Gary Payton was getting more tick, that would probably change it for me emphatically.
Absolutely,
for sure.
Because I'm a defense first kind of player.
Yes, sir.
So the fact that he can hit the floor and lock you down,
and different positions, not just the point guard. Like he ain't scared.
And he's
of nobody.
more athletic than his dad.
Yeah.
So
he's catching oops.
Yeah,
for sure. I ain't never seen Gary Payton catch a oop. You done with all that?
I'm good.
Fine print, my ninja.
We're at fine print.
We're gonna go through a few things. Number one, the toughest player in the NBA through your perspective lens, because the days of the Charles Oakley, Shaqs, Zach Randolph, Kenyon Martins, for instance, they are all gone. Who is today's unfuckwittable? Who is somebody, if you saw in the back alley, you'd be like, you used to slam people on their head, so you're not afraid. So who's somebody, if you saw in the back alley, you'd be like, nah, my nigga, I'm gonna go that way. But tuck mines in.
Debo. Who is the Debo of the league?
Who's the Debo of the league, bro?
I think everyone naturally goes to Draymond just because he's got a bad attitude. But I think the best question you have is here, can he actually fight?
Can he fight for real?
Like, look, you punch Jordan Poole
fight, but
that's Jordan Poole.
You know what I'm saying? James Johnson is a black belt and some stuff.
I would say the one that you don't have on here.
Who am I missing?
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler can fight.
Jimmy Butler can fight.
Jimmy Butler can
will
fight.
And wants to fight.
Jimmy Butler can fight for real.
Yeah.
He's like the modern day Steven Jackson.
Absolutely.
He can fight for
yes,
real.
That is the modern day Steven Jackson, because Steven Jackson was coming out. We saw him fight.
He can fight for real.
Yeah.
It's not even a question. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was on an interview. Steven Jackson was on an interview with Will Smith talking about, let me just tell you, I completely understand, because if someone says something about my wife, I would have slapped his ass too.
No
That's
doubt.
Steven Jackson.
Yeah, Steven Jackson don't play.
Right.
Stack is like a real life gangster. Like,
Right.
he shoots people. He had shootouts with the Pacers. Like, Stack is he's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jimmy Butler can fight.
I'd say Jimmy Butler would be my pick, as annoying he is, but like, it's like an annoying, like, he's gonna go meet you in the back. When he like points, when you see them fighting on the thing, he's like,
means it.
Like, he's like, if you started running to the back and said, okay, trust me, you don't want Jimmy going back there.
You don't want that problem.
No.
You don't want that problem. That's a good point. So I put James Johnson, Steven Adams, obviously Udonis Haslem. But then I got some questions like, can Zion fight?
And let me just say again, James Johnson, reason he's on here is like, again, it's a little known. Dude has a black belt.
You don't want that problem.
Like, he's big and knows martial arts.
You don't want that problem.
That is a Negro that knows martial arts.
He's got like marks under his eye, like where he's like had scars and stuff. Like, yeah, he you don't want that problem. He would take that punch, and that would just like make him like.
He's bigger than I remember.
Oh, James Johnson ain't no punk,
right?
Yeah.
Like when I saw him, I was like, "Oh, James Johnson, he's a power forward center." Like, oh no, he's a big ass dude.
Sure.
He's a big ass dude.
He keeps himself in good shape. And like, he's only. I know that he's old for the NBA, but he's only like 34, 36, 37. You know what I mean? Like,
he's younger than me still.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
He can handle himself. He's a NBA athlete.
Right.
So clearly he can throw hands. But can Zion fight for real?
I don't trust Zion in a fight.
Can LeBron fight for real?
Can you picture him fighting?
Can Russell Westbrook fight for real?
Russell Westbrook can fight.
Russell Westbrook can fight.
He's feisty.
He can fight. He can.
And again, wants to fight.
I didn't even put him on here.
No, that's a good one. Westbrook, yeah. Yeah.
You know who else I think can fight for real? Anthony Edwards from Minnesota. He can fight for real.
And again, wants to fight.
I don't think Towns wants to fight, but I feel like
no. Sorry, Towns. You ain't fighting nobody. Boop. I literally stop it.
You stop it. But I feel like Anthony Edwards wants that smoke for sure. What about Giannis? Can Giannis fight for real? I think his brother can.
I know his brother can, but Giannis reminds me, like, he's so respectful when he talks about other players, but it's that quiet one. Like, if you made Giannis if you pushed him to that edge.
So he's like you.
That was literally what I was going to say.
I feel you.
But again, like, remember, like, they in Greece, like, they had to go into the military.
No doubt.
So
I am Giannis's brother, and you are Giannis.
Exactly.
I pop off whenever. Like, I'm just ready to pop off. It takes you a little bit longer to pop off.
A little patience. But the thing is, I'm almost more scary if you get me to that point.
He is more scary.
Yeah.
He is. Oh, that was fun. That was a good time, because you are a psychopath. Baker Mayfield, bro. We gotta clap it up, yo. Clap it up, yo. Clap it up for this guy. Like, we gotta give it up. You know, I hate being wrong, but when I'm wrong, right this moment, I'm wrong. Because they try to kick that fool out of Cleveland. They tried to basically ostracize and kick his ass and call him crazy out of Carolina. I was like, what the hell is he doing with his life right now? People were clowning him on Twitter, including myself, and I was loving it. And this fool has done nothing but go over to Los Angeles and be 2-1, throwing for like 500 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick, just put up 51 and got everybody fired the other day. Like, Baker's low-key balling.
Baker's balling, and what's interesting,
you made a very good point about this earlier.
He's a system quarterback.
Yep.
You put him with the right coach to give him confidence and put him in the right system, he's going to be okay. Browns, he had how many different systems, how many different coaches?
Every year.
A shoulder injury to finish his career there the season before.
Was 11-5 the year before that.
Exactly. He's a system guy. The situation has to be good for Baker. The Rams, who has a lot of talent on it, you can go out there and go, hey, I need you to throw it 28 times. It's the Keyshawn model, right?
We talk about this all the time.
I need you to throw it.
It's what Matt Ryan should have done.
24 to 28 passes, 230, 2 touchdowns. That's really what I need you to do. Let our defense play, and we'll run the ball too. That's perfect for him.
If you do that over the course of the year, you're going to throw for 34 touchdowns and like 8 picks.
Correct.
You're a perfect quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm just saying over 17 games, that's 34 touchdowns and 8 picks. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
The fuck we doing with Russell Wilson, man? Somebody had to ask it, bro.
I was listening to Keyshawn, J, Will, and Max this morning, and it was who was on there? Harry Douglas and Fitz. I forget his name. He used to be on Golick and Wing all the time. They had Wilbaum on there.
Oh.
What is that his name? White dude that used to be a GM? Not Wilbaum. What was his name? Tannenbaum. Mike Tannenbaum. They were talking about Russell Wilson, and obviously they're going to have a top 6 pick as well. Go get him an offensive lineman. You take everyone off of your board besides an offense because it's I'm going to say $8 million.
Go get who a lineman?
Russell Wilson.
I thought they released him today.
No, that was a fake post.
Oh, that wasn't real?
That was Ballsack Sports.
Oh, man, I thought that was real. I was freaking out.
No, Ballsack. That's $101 million in dead cap if they release him.
Okay. That's why I thought it was crazy.
No, that's Ballsack. You got I've been Ballsack many times. Okay. That's Ballsack Sports.
Okay.
No, he did not get released. He's there.
Fuck you, Ballsack.
Yeah. And they do that on purpose because they want people to say fuck you. That is, yeah, so you have to, offensive lineman's what you got to get the first pick, period. That you have to go that way. You can't trade him. It's 102 million of dead cap money.
Anybody taking that?
You can't release him. He's 2 more years, he's there. 2 more years on his contract, he's there. You're
we
done.
said the same thing about Carson Wentz, my ninja.
No, that's too much money. Carson wasn't that much money. 101 million is like, no, that's too much money.
Okay. Yeah. Who coaches them? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you need an offensive-minded coach. I'm going to kind of reiterate what Tannenbaum was saying.
Is there somebody in the Shanahan, Sean McVay tree who's over there doing some stuff behind the scenes?
You've got Sean McVay. You got to do offensive-minded coach because Wilson, if you guys have not realized, again, is a system quarterback. He was great. You know why he was successful? He had a running game and he had a defense when he won the Super Bowl. When they got rid of everybody,
Keyshawn treatment, baby. The Keyshawn treatment.
Yeah, when they got rid of everybody and said, Wilson, go out there and be the offensive juggernaut, that is not his game. As much as he wanted to do that, you guys chose wrong, and you should have kept the rest of the team in Seattle, not Russell Wilson.
Preach, black man.
Like that, he's a system quarterback, and this is not the system for him.
Preach, black man. Moving on.
Yeah.
That was very well said. Dirk statue, baby.
Dirky.
I moved this down because we were talking about the NBA for way too long, so I moved this down here so we could just knock this out. The Dirk statue was revealed, bro.
Yeah. What do you think of it? Did you see it?
It looked weird to me.
It's too far back,
too
right?
Far back. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I've never seen him that far back.
It's too far back.
Yeah, he was very far back.
They need to move that shit up a little.
Yeah,
bit. He's 45 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody is shooting jumpers laying down. I'm like, anyway,
he's 7 foot.
He's 7 foot.
Do that?
Nah, man.
Yeah, it needs to be more about
sure. Should be having a slant.
Yeah, like it needs to be about. It was really far back, and his foot looked weird. Now the statue itself, detail phenomenal. Just the lean's a little off.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I couldn't agree more.
Like people are gonna run into that while they're coming. No
doubt. I don't want to take a picture with that. I don't want to take a picture by that.
Baby, lean back. Take a picture with
drunk Larry. I don't want that in my life. But
No.
you actually brought up a very good question with this. And who else either deserves a statue or doesn't have one yet that needs one or has one coming up? So I just threw a bunch of names on here, and you'll probably add to this if you marijuana. But LeBron will definitely have a statue.
Yeah, and I like your question. Will he get one in Miami as well? I think Cleveland's going to be his spot. I don't know that he'll get one in Miami, at least not a full-blown statue. You could do something like you do with Scottie Pippen in the Bulls arena. He has a statue half bust inside the arena, not outside.
That's what they gave him?
That's what they gave him. Michael Jordan has the actual statue. He gets a half, like it's maybe like this tall, and it's like his torso, his full body torso.
And now his ex-wife is fucking his son.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Poor Scottie. I see why you hated that documentary.
The Pippins have been getting pimped for years, dog.
The Pippins got pimped. Might be a segment at some point.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So no, that's not bad. So they're basically gonna give him to Sean Taylor. You think they should give him to Sean?
Something like
Sean
that.
Taylor
Yeah,
in
Miami. Yeah, they maybe will go.
Foul what y'all did to Sean Taylor, Washington.
Obviously,
so
Cleveland. You spent how many? First 7 years, right?
Yeah.
7 years. Did 4 in Miami. Went back to Cleveland for 4. So you've done 11 years in
11 years, 1 ring.
In 1 ring in Cleveland. Your statue's definitely going up in Cleveland. Miami for only 4 years, 2 rings.
I'm just saying, bro.
2 rings. They'll definitely retire number 6.
I was just
Do you think
saying.
they'll at least do that? They'll retire the jersey. I feel like they retire a lot of jerseys these days.
They definitely retire.
Don't they retire a lot of jerseys?
A lot of jerseys.
So that would retire number 6 once he retires.
So was he only 23? Was he only 23 in Cleveland?
Yes.
He was only 23 in Cleveland.
Correct.
So they'll 100% retire 23 in Cleveland.
Correct.
And will they retire number 6? Have they retired D Wade's number? Or is it too early? Because they gotta retire that before they retire 6. Okay, so he's retired.
Yeah.
All right, then I guess a retired jersey and a Scottie Pippen statue is fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine.
Or like his hand with just 2
Does D
rings on
Wade
it.
get the statue outside?
D Wade should have the statue outside of Miami.
Right? D Wade should have the statue
Correct.
outside.
Correct. Yes.
Not Alonzo Mourning?
No. No.
Vince Carter in Toronto?
Yeah, because that's what I mean.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you have to.
Right?
You have to have it like him dunking outside
like a
of
Vince Carter,
Yeah.
like in that.
You have to.
Like that's that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller in Indy?
Reggie Miller has a statue, but it's like at that park. It's in front. It's not by the stadium, which everyone was all up in arms a few seasons ago when it got released. Reggie
Can y'all
Miller.
pick it up and move it? Because that's stupid as fuck. I don't want to go to a park to see Reggie Miller. I want to go to Gamebridge Fieldhouse to see fucking Reggie Miller.
It is. Here it is right here. It is not in front of the. I don't even know that I really like the statue. It is in front of. Shit, where is this again? Because that is not the stadium.
That's the dumbest shit. That's like putting Peyton Manning's statue at the Children's Museum.
New outdoor sports legend experience, which opened in March.
That nobody goes to?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's no.
Nope. Pick up the fucking statue and move it to Gamebridge because that's stupid. Oh, that's so stupid. I didn't even know that was a thing. That makes me so
I remember
mad.
Twitter when that happened. Like, wait, why didn't you put it out front of the stadium? Yeah.
Oh, that's. I almost wish.
Yeah, because it's him and it's not even him on his own. It's him and what's his name?
Looks like James Brown.
Leonard. It's like boom, baby. It's it's him next to him.
That's the stupidest shit. So anyway, can we get a Reggie Miller statue, like a real one, outside of Gamebridge?
Needs to be.
It's so silly. Steph Curry, Golden State.
down.
He'll definitely get a statue. Anybody we missed? Anybody we're missing? Who else deserves a statue?
I went through a lot of trying to find research. I found all of the statues that are in front. I couldn't find like a who deserves one
Right.
or people that I was missing. I mean, Magic has one. I think Kareem has one
Of course.
as well.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Kobe doesn't yet, or does he?
Ooh.
Kobe then will be the next one to probably have a statue out of
statue.
that one. Out of Staples Center, you have to do that.
Isaiah Thomas?
Out of Detroit?
Yeah. Does Larry Bird have one?
Oh, I think so.
Right?
Yeah, I think I found that online.
Okay, Larry Bird has one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Those are your...
Statues are weird.
Right.
Like, right? Like
Julius Irving outside of
I
76.
thought like him or Charles Barkley, Moses Malone, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who?
There's so many guys that could be eligible, but then, like, you have so much space. Like, who do you choose in different eras of the NBA?
If Kevin Durant were to get a statue, where would he even go?
No, nowhere.
Nowhere.
The NBA head office.
I hate you so much right now.
We don't know where else to put
John
this.
Stockton, Karl Malone.
He's got one, and he's got one.
Okay.
Yeah, I found them online. Both of them have one outside of their arena.
Never won a ring in their whole life.
No,
and
but they both
Scottie
got
Pippen has a head thing.
Torso.
And has 6 championships.
It's not just his head, it's like his whole torso.
6 championships, dog. Chicago, y'all are fucked up, man. Y'all are foul.
Yeah.
What else, bro? How are we gonna end this bitch? Because that's it.
I got nothing else, man.
No. College football on Saturday.
College football
Patriots
on
have 4 home games in a row. What are they doing right now? They still getting this win?
Third quarter, 66-56. Pacers still up by 10.
All right, they're up 10. So we're gonna shut this bitch down. Watch the rest of this Pacers game. Get this top five pick for the Colts.
Yeah, we play Giants. Who are the last one?
I don't want any of these quarterbacks.
Really?
I really don't. Bryce Young does not excite me. CJ does not excite me. Will does not excite me.
That's the Kentucky one, right?
Yeah, see?
He's the one most tied to the Pacers as well because they went and...
He meant the Colts.
Thank you.
It is okay.
They went to go view him out of anybody else.
Yeah. What's different between him? What's different from him and Sam Ehlinger?
I don't know. I've never actually watched Will play.
Me neither.
Boy from Florida.
Light-skinned homie?
Yeah, Richardson.
As long as it's not Trent.
Or Hooker, because you'll get him coming off his ACL. You actually get to get him in the 4th or 5th round. Hendon Hooker.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I want Arch Manning.
Just wait.
I want Arch Manning.
Yeah. Wait 3 more years. At this point, just have a couple bad seasons. Go get Arch. Stay in the top 5.
Philadelphia 76ers, trusted process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trusted process. But yeah, man, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do. I'm just happy I'm not responsible for making those decisions.
Nah.
But I got my season tickets, so I want a dope ass QB. And like I said, we talked the other day, we're a head coach and a quarterback away on paper. Like, there's a lot of players in that locker room that think they can go win one with the right coach and the right quarterback.
This defense is only going to last so long, though.
Right?
So they got to try to make a change, because I'll say this, Gus has done a great job with the defense.
You think so?
I think that they've been the highlight of the season. They've been a bend not break, but they make a lot of great plays. Like Gus, I think Bradley, for what the team is, has done pretty damn well with the defense.
Snarf, my nigga. That's fair. I'm not mad at that one bit.
Yeah.
All right.
He'll go get a job somewhere else. He'll go play with another, like go be somebody.
Why did we just not hire Nick Sirianni? Can we just talk about this for a second?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, so we love y'all. On that note, we got all the questions. So on that note, we're gonna end it. Pops has to go edit and clean the house.
Yep.
I gotta put this bitch back together like Weird Science. And we'll see y'all in a couple of weeks, baby.
Yep.
Holla y'all. Thank you.
Cause I was like 2 years old, first time I heard a beat drop.
Yeah.
And by 3 years old, I'm learning how to beatbox.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years old when I'm putting on the 45s.
Final.
Needle to the groove, I'm scratching up the sweet spots. Homie from the East Block, in Naptown where the fiends flock. Skip school all day, mama couldn't keep watch. Fresh fade with the Reeboks. Man, nah, nigga couldn't tell me nothing. I'm so sick in my own lane. Preteen pimping all the light skin, red bone loving. Boombox on with the headphones bumping. Dreaming to find my niche. Cause I ain't really know back then when I picked up my first notebook and a black pen. That little nigga with a rhyme like this. I wasn't thinking to the days of a dope band, new EPs on a compact disc. Nah, shit, truth be told, I ain't know I could sound like this. For me back then it was
all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream.
And this shit right here be the proof dreams do come true. And this shit right here be the proof dreams do come true. And this shit right here be the proof dreams do come true. And this shit right here be the proof.